Today we are going to learn about a concept called as database. A database is a collection of logically related data organized in a way that a data can be easily accessed, managed and updated. For example, if we take the employee database, the employee database will contain the details such as name, address, date of birth, job title, length of service, salary, recruitment details, qualification held, and training courses attended, etc. Are some of the specific examples of the data stored in the employees database. Same way, if you take a student database, the student details will be stored. The applications of database. The different applications of database are banking. In banking, the data about the customer accounts and the loan and banking transactions will be stored. And in railways and airlines also they use database for reservation and to schedule the information. Colleges for student information, course registration and grades. For credit card transactions, they use database. For purchase of credit cards and generation of monthly statements, they use database. Telecommunication, for keeping the records of calls made, generating monthly bills and maintaining the balance on the prepaid calling cards, and storing information about the communication networks. Telecommunication, also they use database. The next application is human resource. For information about employees recruitment, salary, payroll taxes and benefits, and for the generation of paychecks, for that they use database. And in also in sales department, they use for customer details, the product details and purchase information. All these details will be stored in database. So these are the different applications of database, that is banking, airlines and railways, colleges, credit card transactions, telecommunications, human resource, sales. Apart from these applications, there are many other places where database is used. Let us see what is data and information. Data is a collection of facts, figures, statistics which can be processed to produce a meaningful information. Information is a processed data with a definite meaning. For example, if we take the marks scored by a student, for example, student scores 80 marks, the 80 is just a data, it is not a information. Only when this data is entered and it has been processed in a meaningful way, then it becomes an information. For example, the data that is 80 marks is entered in the mark sheet, then it is known as information. Let us see the difference between manual data processing and computerized data processing. Before seeing what difference does these data processing has, let us see what is manual data processing. A manual data processing is data processing where they use paper and pencil. A paper within the systems were organized to facilitate the expected use of the data. They were mainly using a lot of paper in order to store the data, and as the companies and organization grew, it was difficult for them to maintain a large volume of data, so they started using computerized electronic data processing. So let us see the difference between manual data processing and computerized data processing. Computerized data processing, the volume of data which can be processed is very large, but in case of manual it is only limited. The data which can be processed is very less compared to the computerized data processing. And in case of manual data processing, they require a large quantity of paper, since most of the data will be entered in the paper, so it requires lot of paper, and here it requires very less amount of paper. And the speed and accuracy is limited. The time taken to finish the work is very slow, and the accuracy also is limited. That is, entering of the data most of the times will not be correct, and the job executed is faster and accurate. The labor cost is high, the labor cost is economical. Storage medium is paper, the storage medium is secondary storage medium. So these are the difference between manual data processing and the computerized data processing. The next topic is data processing cycle. It has 5 stages. It starts from data input, and the next stage is data processing, then storage, output, communication. Let us see each of these stages. So the first one is data input. Data input is the data will be input in the computer by using a keyboard, mouse or other devices like scanner, etc. That is the data can be in the form of letters, numbers, symbols, shapes, images. All this data will be entered in the system. Data processing. The processing is a series of operations from the input data to generate output. Some of the operations are like classification, calculation, sorting, indexing, accessing data, etc. Conversion of data into information by CPU. For example, the raw data, whatever the data has been input in the computer, later it will be processed like classification, then the calculation will take place, sorting, indexing, accessing data, etc. For example, if we take the student's detail, as the student gets admitted in a college, that is the data will be classified based on their register numbers or based on their admission numbers, and then they will sort out the data based on the alphabetical order, or it can be in ascending or descending order in the using the numbers. Then the indexing will be done, then accessing the data becomes easier, and then the data will be converted into information so that it can be easily accessed. Output. The result obtained after processing the data must be presented to the user in a user understandable form, and the result may be in the form of reports. The data after whatever the data has been processed, then the result will be obtained. The result can be in the form of reports that can be easily understandable by the user. So we are, for example, if we take the students details and the students marks is entered, finally the data will be in the form of mark sheets. Then the data can be easily analyzed. Storage. The data and information has to be stored in some place so that it can be accessed later. It can be stored in two places, that is primary storage device or a secondary storage device. Communication through modern communication techniques, data can be input processed in different places, and then it can be transmitted by a modem as an email or posted to the website. For example, if you take your result, the result can be posted in the website, and the students can access the result by entering the register number. The entire mark sheet will be displayed.